Hi everybody, I am back to share with you the egg treat box that I promised I'd come back and share with you. We had made these bunny treat boxes in a previous video, and I'll post a link below to those if you have not yet seen them, but this was the bunny we used, and then this is the box. Now our box is going to be similar to the bunny box. We're just going to score it differently. And let me share what it looks like. So this is how my egg Easter egg treat box turned out. Okay, here's the width and my egg on the back. I used my Cricut to cut it out. Placed my handle a little differently than the bunny box. It goes this way, and on the egg box I put it this way. So let me explain this really quick and then we'll get started. The inside I used some paper. I'm going to be putting chocolates in there and then just putting this shredded up paper, and I made this with scraps in my stash and my pinking shears, and just cut little strips and then rolled it up and crumbled it and put it in the treat box. And I've showed that in previous videos, but this is what I'm using. And the fluffy bunny you see here and this cute little chicken and egg, I actually got those. They came in a sticker pack from Joann's craft store called Little Makers, and you get 20 foam and fur stickers, and you'll get eggs, and then the chick in an egg, and then you get the fur bunnies. Now when you get the bunnies, they're a little hard to peel, and they're gonna shed a little. Okay, so I just went through and kind of cleaned off the excess fur that will shed off of them, and then you just throw it out. So just thought I'd share that with you. Don't get scared if you see some of the fur coming off. It's just shedding a little bit. And then we're going to use a chick from that sticker pack. They also had these 20 egg stickers, so you got different little foam eggs. I thought those would be cute for Easter cards or whatever. I don't know. I just bought them because I got them half price. So I used one of the bunnies and the chicks, which we're going to use again. And then for the eye, I just used one of my Studio G gems, the tiny one, which we'll use those as well on the next egg. Whoop. And for the eggs themselves, I used my Cricut Create a Critter 2 cartridge, and I found the eggs. Now these eggs cut out together, and then you cut out all the pieces to paper piece on. So when you cut, if you use the same cartridge, when you go to cut your Easter eggs, I sized my eggs out at 4.5 inches. Which will give you an egg like this that measures approximately 4.5 high by 3.5 wide. So if you don't have the Cricut and you want to go on, say, Pinterest, and you can type in, or Google, you can type in Easter egg images that you can print out and cut. You want to make sure when you size them at 4.5 inches high, 3.5 inches wide, approximately. Okay? And then that way it'll cover your box. So now with that explained, let's get started. What you're going to need for your handle is a piece that measures 1/2 inch by 5.5, and then just kind of score it a little and set it aside. Then you're also going to need a sheet of cardstock that measures 9 inches by 4 inches. Line it up at the 9-inch mark, and you want to score at 3 3/4 inch, and then again at 5 1/4. Then you're going to flip it, line it up at the 4, score at 1 inch and 3 inches. And that's it for scoring. You're going to fold up your score lines, and like I said, the measurements on this one are extremely similar to the bunny box. The only thing that we did differently is our scoring, because I wanted the box to be a little bit wider so that maybe I could fit in one of those Cadbury eggs. So as you see, the width on this one is just a little bit bigger than the width on the bunny box, but the heights are pretty much the same. Okay, so let's go in and we're going to cut our lines just like we did on the previous one. Then you're going to end up with these 2 middle flaps here that you're going to fold in. You're going to add some adhesive. You can use double-sided tape. I just use some wet glue. Fold your side up and fold your side up again. Now, normally I would tell you to put glue on this side, but we're going to be overlapping a little, and you're not going to want any glue on the inside of your box. So basically all you're going to do is just put glue on the edge of these 2 flaps. Fold your box down, and then just fold your flaps up. And then I ran my bone folder on the inside. And then what I did here is just add some adhesive on the front of the box. Set my box down, and then I'm going to butt up my egg right against it. Make sure it's nice and centered. On my bone folder, flip it around. I'm going to do the same thing. Run some liquid glue on here. Take my egg, butt it up against the box. Make sure I'm even with the one in the back. And then run my bone folder on the inside. And that's it, guys. They're that simple to make. And then I'm going to put some glue on the outside of my handles here, and then I'm going to put my handle on the inside of my egg. So a little bit of glue, pop it in there, center it, and it's done. All it needs now is the Easter Bunny and the chick. Okay? So that's how you make those. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Have fun creating yours. And I will be sure to post a link below to the bunny box. Maybe you want to add both and give them both out as gifts. Thanks for watching. Take care and happy crafting.